Traffic on our podcast. What the fuck?
Hi guys, how you doing? It's Joe here from the FunnyFarm podcast, and today we're on episode 2. Just to let you know what FunnyFarm is, really, we all suffer with mental health. It's nothing to do with farming at all, and we're just here to chat about anything and everything. So with me I've got Chris, and we've also got Charlie, and like I say, I'm Joe. So today's number one subject, I think, is paedophilia.
I thought it was going to be fireworks, mate, but fucking hell.
Well, I thought Well,
what
we can go fireworks if you want.
What an intro. We'll perhaps get onto bit of paedophilia later on.
That's what I did at the weekend. Wasn't
that was the plan, wasn't it? It was like, look, what we could do, Joe, introduce us, and then kind of, what did you do at the weekend, lads? What about the fireworks? And then it's like, well, what did you do at the weekend, Charlie? Yeah, a bit of casual paedophilia, mate. Yeah, it was very nice. Yeah, very nice. So what did you do? What did you do?
So before we started this podcast, we're on about special guests, and
pedos. Let's get the pedos.
Yeah, literally. I said, like, Chris was on about somebody to put on the show, and I says, well, we could do it, except I says he's just been done for some kind of like sex incident with somebody who's not of age. So
tell us more,
that
Joe.
Was the last thing that we said. That was the last thing we said. So I just thought I'd come straight in with that.
Well, actually, the last thing I said to you, Joe, was fuck me. He's got to write all this script down as to doing the intro, because he's been rushing around all morning. He's got to finish his chicken nuggets off from McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I have been to Mackey's.
Yeah, is that linked to any kind of nonsense, or is it just lunch?
Well, I hope not. You don't even lunch, it's breakfast.
It's good to be here, isn't it? I mean, I suppose the McDonald's thing fits into old McDonald's farm as well, doesn't it? Really?
It does, yeah. It does.
Yeah. Because we're not a farming podcast, although we are going to try and get Jeremy Clarkson to come and do a bit of an interview with us, and if we can get Gerald on as well.
We are going to get some animal noises, I think. We've got to get some animal noises, but that goes into bestiality, then, doesn't it?
We're going hard, aren't we?
We are.
We're going hard.
This week we're already off the cuff, aren't we? So
bestiality, paedophilia, and fireworks.
Let me just grab the notes and what we're meant to be talking. How was your weekends?
I had an absolutely fabulous weekend. I was in Wales all week with my parents, so that was good. Listening to them fuckers bicker, constantly arguing with each other. So my dad's got MS, and my mum bullies him, and then he shouts at her, and then she says she's being bullied. Anyway, I won't go into too much of that detail, but yeah. But the best bit of the weekend for me was I met up with Charlie, which was grand, wasn't it, mate? And he was in the worst mood. I've known Charlie 25 years, and I've never known him in such a fucking bad mood in all my life. I'm stood there with a non-alcoholic beer. You'd think I'd be the one that was pissed off, but Charlie turned up. I was outside having a cigarette, and Charlie turns up, and he was. What was the issue, Chaz? What was the issue?
Right, Chester on Saturday night. They never told me that there was going to be a firework display. We arranged to meet at was it 6 o'clock? And you only had an hour, didn't you? So I got to the pub at about 25. The worst thing is, I tried to park outside the actual. I didn't know where the pub was, and then I tried to park outside the pub. I didn't know I was trying to park outside the pub until I got to the pub, and I couldn't get outside there. Well, in a safe spot, should we say? So I ended up parking miles away, about a 10-15 minute walk. And I come back, Joe's eyes are frozen and bored look there.
He's like, I want to talk about fucking kids and animals. What the fuck is this shit all about? Traffic Traffic on our podcast. What the fuck?
I got back to the pub. And then I was outside chatting to Chris. It was like, I've tried to park there before. It was fucking crazy. It was awful.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bad time. I had where I parked as well. It was one of these things where you had to pay by your phone. It was all online, and
Oh man.
there was no reception on my phone. So I had £1.20 as well in change. That's all I had. So that's all I could put in the machine for an hour. So I was stressed. I only had an hour parking as well. Yeah, I was dead stressed out on Saturday.
Those fucking that just a bit. Those parking things like the Ringo ones or whatever they're called, where you have to fucking register your car on there. They're fucking wank. They really are shite.
Oh, the ones where you have to text.
Yeah, you scan your QR or you have to download the app. They're absolute bollocks. They're always like really fucking expensive. They're not cheap. Woollerton Park, just up near us, you have to do it, and it's £6 to park at Woollerton Park, which is just a load of grass and deer. What the fuck? What's £6?
I was thinking about Woollerton Park because I went there last year. I've never used one of these phone, you know what I mean, ever. To be honest, I didn't even know they existed until I went to Woollerton Park. And I were there for absolutely age, not just me, but there was older people as well. And you know how it is, like, you know, we're all quite tech savvy, aren't we? But you know when you're not, and they're literally stood like trying. So I was trying to help them out at the same time, and I thought, I'm going to use all of this time sorting everybody else out, and I'm not even going to get round the parking a minute.
You end up with a parking ticket because it took you that fucking long. Yeah, it's mad,
that
isn't it?
pisses me off about the older generation because they expect them to know how to use a PC or like a mobile phone. My old fella can't use a mobile phone.
No,
he hasn't got one. When my mum died, he didn't even know how to fucking get money out of a cash point. You know,
there's certain things, isn't there, like that I've got. I mean, obviously my parents are in that fucking senior citizen category now, and there's certain things that I reckon, like if I was prime minister, I would do to help us, like normal fucking people, with pensioners. I don't think during the working week pensioners should be allowed out the fucking house. I really don't. No, they shouldn't be allowed out the house, right? Because it's like, well, they should be allowed to go to the supermarket and do the shopping, because then at 5 o'clock when we need to go because we're at work or doing stuff, they're not getting in our fucking way for a start. But like during the working day, they shouldn't be allowed out during traffic time at all, because they just fucking get in the way, don't they? They just drive about. They're like this up to the fucking windscreen. They've got no fucking idea what they're doing, where they're going, or why, right? And they just get in your way. And it's like, I remember like last Christmas, I went and did our shop in fucking Tesco or whatever it was. I'm not brand. No, if you want to give us some money, we can sponsor. Yeah, but whatever supermarket it was, and it was just like 3 o'clock in the morning. I went 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's fucking coffin dodgers walking around the fucking shop. Why the fuck haven't you done your shopping earlier on in the day when everybody else is at work, rather than bumping into me with your trolley? I mean, I'm not the most tech savvy man in the universe, right? And I don't like the parking thing, but I managed to do it. Right, but the parking ones, the best ones, are them ones where it zaps what your fucking reg is as you come in the car park, and you pay on the way out. Yeah. So you just put your reg in, £10. That's what we did on Saturday. We were there like from 3 o'clock in the 4 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever it was until like midnight, and you just like literally don't worry, park up. It says pay on your way out. Job done. But yeah, I mean. I don't know, pensioners, oh man, they just fucking piss me off.
I know, they do get in the way, but, you know, like, a lot of the times when I'm going to do, like, guitar lessons and stuff, where I've got, there's literally, what should we call it, like a retirement home, and they always take them out in the wheelchairs, you know, for the daily walk. Right, you can guarantee that this is going to be 4:30 in the afternoon when I've got to go and do all my lessons and stuff and fly around everywhere. And it causes so much backlash because the thing is they're there forever pressing that stop button at the traffic lights. You know what I mean? To cross over. I mean, obviously, I get it. You've got to go out. You've got to get, you know, but do it when everybody else is in school, when everybody else is in an office or something like that. I agree, Chris, with that. To be fair, yeah.
I honestly,
You're just being oversensitive. And you know what, Chris? I've got to ask you a question here, a serious question.
go
Your
ahead.
screen's bouncing up and down there, and your right arm's missing. Looks like you're cracking one off.
Well, I'm still coming off this cold, guys.
Yeah. I've got my hands in my pockets because I'm fucking freezing.
Why,
I feel
why,
like a
is,
pensioner.
It's
why, is,
cold today.
why is your
I'm gonna
screen
put.
bouncing up and down?
I've no idea. It's because
Let's
my
do it again.
tables.
It's doing it.
Oh! I don't know. I think it's because me. Is that better? I think I had my leg on my desk and it was bouncing the foot.
It
Anyway,
just got a little bit out of order there when we talked about pensioners. I was thinking what's going on here.
Yeah.
well, I mean, I definitely think my favourite search history is granny porn. If I'm honest, I think it's no, it's not. But no, it's like it's just like there's literally like when you're they've got like a period of time where most people are in an office or a factory or whatever, like 9 till 5, right? So from like 6 o'clock in the morning, right? Well, like from 7 or 8 o'clock at night until like 6 o'clock in the morning. Just fucking stay in your home. Yeah, stay. It's in.
I'm not with you on this one. I'm a big advocate for the pensioners. Seriously, and I just hate the way they get fucking ripped apart by fucking comedians like you two. And
I can mute him, Joe. Shall I mute him?
companies.
And he said I was wanking off over pensioners. Look here, he's like, oh, I love the pensioners. Let them out, let them out.
Companies who thrive on vulnerable people, ripping vulnerable people off. Honestly, I mean, there's a big company out there, and I bought my dad a cooker a few years ago. I bought him a cooker, and my dad's not. I've been looking after him since my mum died. I've been looking after my dad's finances and making sure nothing untoward's been happening to them. Like, and yeah, I bought him a cooker, and then spotted on his bank account he had this insurance policy coming out. The cooker wasn't even that expensive. It was only like 200 quid or something. There's an insurance policy coming out for £15 a month. And I said, what's this? He said, I haven't got a clue. So I rang up the company who we bought. I can't say the company, can I? I rang up the company who we bought.
Don't know.
I think you can.
I don't know if you can or not. I mean, this listeners, if anyone's actually fucking listening to us or watching us, can someone just let us know what we can and can't say on a podcast? I'm not 100% sure.
Anyway,
but...
it's AO.com it is.
Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, that's fucked
You
it.
can't sing that, yeah.
It was AO, not hey ho. Okay.
Well, now you said AO.
Hey-ho. Yeah,
So we'll cut that out. That was the Ramones.
And then there was like what had happened was somebody, it was like a follow-up they do with insurance, with the, trying to get this insurance policy signed up, and it was some lad selling it to me dad, and I through GDPR had just come out then, I got a recording of them, and I listened to the whole, still got it somewhere, I listened to the whole thing of them ripping me dad off, basically saying that they needed his card number to double check for it, so he could get the delivery, and he needed his card number. It was like, he didn't even know what the card number was on the front of his card. It was disgraceful.
So, mate, I'm absolutely 100% with you on this. Ripping pensioners off is not it's not cool in any way, shape or form. But what I'm going to just go back to on your story there, as long as your dad didn't go out and get in my way to buy this cooker or his insurance, I'm fucking cool with him. If he went out in working hours, got in my way or Joe's way or anyone else's way because he's a doddering old ball bag, I've got an issue. But I love your dad because I love you, and that he can do what he wants. So there can be exemptions to this. If you can prove that you're not going to slow me down or get in my way in the fucking in the queue to buy my food at 3 a.m. At Christmas, because it's the best time to go. You kind of go, oh, there's less people in. Literally, it was like fucking. There was more pensioners in Tesco than go to Derby County's matches, mate. So there was 5 of them.
Hang on.
You change your time. You fucking change your time.
It's the reason I've gone self-employed, mate. So I can just do whatever I want now. I don't mind. It doesn't matter. But when you're like trying to do stuff and traffic, you just think to yourself, you've got like you could go out 10 o'clock. There's no one in Tesco at 10 o'clock. Everyone else is at work. Go and get your sprouts and your tenner lady. It's fine, but not if you can do it, do it. You know, I'm not like I want like pensioners to keep doing what keeps them going, right? I mean, I'm not one of these advocates. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and someone said like, you know, if you're over 50, and that you should top yourself and stop getting in people's way. I'm not that. I'm not like there. You know, they were like, if you think you're gonna live a good life, you know, it's all
So
good.
what age do you think then, Chris? What bracket are we putting here then? Where we're starting?
I think if you're not like if you're not I mean some of these people fucking fought for the country and stuff, and you should like that's another thing that happened this weekend, isn't it? Remembrance and stuff, and like some of these they're legends, but you've been a legend, you've fucking saved us all from speaking German and all that shit, right? But don't get in my way when I want to go to fucking Tesco. It's probably not too much to ask.
So hang on a minute there. So you've been dropped in.
You're both pleased to know that I'm not banned from Aldi still.
Oh yeah, that's Tesco, Aldi, AO.
Yeah.
We're going to get banned, no? We've done 2 episodes, we've not even put them out yet. We're going to get banned.
I was just going to say to you, like, with the old, with this OAP, when you just touched on there about the Remembrance Sunday. So you've got some former World War II sort of like, probably at the time just a private, but just dropped straight in, right? D-Day. One of the most horrific days on planet Earth ever, by the way, because obviously, like, none of them had a clue what they were going into, really, did they at all? I can't imagine it. I'm not going to say that, that I could even fathom what it was like. But the thing is that you've gone there, they've done that, they've got through all of this, right? And they've spent years upon years fighting for this country and everything. And then the poor sod can't even go to Aldi because he's banging his trolley into you at like 8 in the morning or 6 at night. You know what I mean? I bet he's so pleased that he did all of that for somebody like you to be able to come into the world and say, how dare he go through all that fight for us and bang his trolley into me. So yeah, so we're going on the age of Christ. It must be nearly 100 years now since the war. When did it start?
1939, was it? 1939,
Is that when it
1945.
started?
So most of them are dead now, anyway, aren't they?
45. Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll still be some survivors.
Yeah, and bless them. And you go on about D-Day being like one of the worst days ever to happen. I like absolutely agree with you, but it wasn't as bad as last Christmas 3 a.m. in fucking Tesco's.
Oh, right.
No, I love the pensioners. I love the pensioners. We can go on to pensioners though, like in the bonfire night thing, can't we? Because I've got a dog. Are we dog owners, cat owners? You've got a dog, haven't you, Chaz?
I've got a dog.
Yeah. And there was like my mum. I've got a dachshund, so I think she hates fireworks. Like my dog doesn't mind them, but like her dog, one of her dogs is absolutely shit scared of any bangs or beeps or anything like that. She'd be no good in Tesco's with all the beep beep. She'd hate it. But fireworks are terrible, and like the dog runs in and is under the bed and all this, that, and the other. And I just turn around to my mum and goes, "Look, you used to fucking do like a full display. It was like New Year's Eve on the 5th of November at our house, the back garden, dogs running around shitting themselves inside, literally, and my dad would be out there fucking setting off rockets, Catherine wheels, all this, that, and the other." And I'm like, how can you moan at other people for doing that now? And you know what she said? She goes, well, there was a dachshund in Rill the other night, and I think this is true, and it was in the back garden, and one of these bangers went off, and it got out of the back garden, scared shitless, and got run over and died. Now, that's sad. That's really, really sad. But, right?
Yeah.
Who let the dog in the garden for a start when it's firework night without going out with it on a lead? B, if you've got a dash hand like I have, I know you have to go out in the garden and make sure there's no holes or anything like that in your fences because they're burrowing dogs,
Yeah.
right? So whose fucking fault was it? The person who let the firework off, or the shit dog owners who didn't protect the dog?
True.
You go for it, Charlie. You answer it.
No, I mean, I've just where we live, they're all animal people who've got horses and all sorts around here. So,
Yeah.
and
He lives in Chester, you know.
no,
Yeah.
well, it's just outside Chester. Anyway,
It's the posh area of
so I'm
Chester.
just go scrolling through the local Facebook group here. This was one from 14 hours ago. Five nights now in a row. When are these bloody fireworks going to stop?
Yeah. And it's out every year. It happens every
I
year.
know,
There's
it's not
people,
like it's a new thing.
and then it's like, well, it's New Year's Eve. Why do they have to set fireworks off and this,
Yeah.
that, and the other? It's like, I get it, and don't get me wrong, I'm an animal lover, so I don't like the fact that these dogs are scared and this, that, and the other. But what about all the fucking foxes?
Yeah,
No
well,
one gives a shit about them.
No, or any wildlife.
Fireworks on Remembrance Sunday. Whoever it is should be ashamed. Disgusting behaviour. It's 2 weeks of them going off. Not enough.
All I can say about this though is these do sound like they are, I've not had enough people to moan at today, so I'm going to get on Spotted Fuckwit and I'm going to report everything that fucking happens. And all I can say is, while ever you're on Spotted Fuckwit making these reports out, you're not in Tesco getting in my way, so crack on.
Well, on that, going on about fireworks, we had an eventful one this year. So every year at my house, we have like all of the family. So my brothers and their wives and missuses and all of their family come round, and there ends up being everybody here, about 50 of us. And I don't mind this at all, but bear in mind, I'm the one at this house. And the day after, right, it's just mud and just crap everywhere, just flung anywhere in this house. And it takes all day to sort it out. However, this year, at the end of it, I stopped everybody and I went, before you go, somebody, just one of you, just somebody wash up, somebody just wipe the tables down. Well, you can imagine how that went down, can't you? What? Why do I have to do it? Because you have literally made that mess, right?
Yeah. Was this your dad?
No, it wasn't my dad. My dad's cleared off quickly out the way before we even had chance to say out to him, so
Well,
he was
house is
quite
only
smart with
tiny.
it.
You know where your dad was off to
Only
your dad
tiny.
was off to Tesco, wasn't he?
Yeah, my dad was off to Tesco, yeah, getting in the way.
on his strike.
But where was I going with this story? Yeah, that was it. So in the end, there was literally like three of us cleaning up and everything. Just cleaned up, went outside, and we have a massive fire. I don't know if you can see it, this window here, like the bonfire's just down there, and we burn so much stuff because obviously we've got the music shop, so we have loads of like cardboard boxes left over from people who buy guitars but don't actually want the box. So this all accumulates over a year, and you end up with absolutely tons. So it's a massive fire. We've done all the fireworks. You know them, like the shot barrages that you get. So like they go up and they,
Oh yeah. The mortar things.
them,
Yeah.
yeah, them. So anyway, that they were all done. I will, my brother. Right, I tell you what, we'll throw them on the fire if they're done. You know what I mean? Like, there's no problem with that, is there? Right. So anyway, gets these shot back, chucks them on the fire. Everybody's just sat chilling out, watching the last bit of the fire die down. When all of a sudden, up it goes. Right. Honestly, there must have been about 10 of them shooting in every direction. Everybody's jumping in the house. what the hell's going on? Now Will says, I didn't think there was anything in them still because obviously we've done them, haven't we? Right, so now obviously I've been repairing one of the fence panels for about 3 days because it shot absolutely everywhere at my neighbour's fence. It was unbelievable. We're going back to the war, right?
Yeah, like
That's what we
D-Day.
should have
Charlie,
used.
Charlie, Google, see if anyone was killed by firework hitting them. Jesus Christ! But that's it, innit? It's like,
They're the best fireworks displays. The
yeah,
unexpected. You want
yeah,
the
well,
unexpected, don't you? It'd be boring if it was just. That's why I love fireworks. Like, I love the
yeah,
unexpected. I love burning my hands on sparklers.
yeah.
When I
We
was young,
went to,
we had bangers. You could throw bangers at people.
yeah.
When
Yeah.
I was younger, you don't have bangers these days, do you?
These
You can only,
kids today have never known being chased by a fucking rocket, have they? Where
no.
I remember
No.
we used to do it. I know that's probably bad to say, but I remember going to a firework display down at one of the local pubs in Orsworth years ago, and the guy who was doing it, he passed away. He was a lovely bloke. He had cancer and he passed away a few years back. Lovely guy called, well, his name was Ian, but we called him Reg for some reason. I still don't even know. He passed away. I don't know why we called him Reg. And he did the fireworks, and it was the most piss poor firework display you've ever been to, but it was the best ever firework display because he'd like not secured the rockets, so fucking loads of them flew out into the crowd. Everyone's eating the mushy peas and spilling it all over themselves. Fucking hell, here comes another one. It's coming in at us. It was like a mixture between D-Day and fucking September the 11th. You know what I mean? 9/11. It was like
Yeah.
fucking. It's good. That rocket goes into the side at pub. It was brilliant, but yeah,
When I was younger, we used to spend like weeks, going around collecting wood for the bonfires. You'd always have like a pocket full of bangers. If you see someone you wanted to throw a banger off, you'd light it off your ciggy that you were smoking.
Yeah.
It was great.
There's an area here, Cotmanay, and I remember
lovely
when we
area.
were when we were kids, and my mum used to have because my mum used to go to church like every single Sunday, and there was a family that lived down there. Well, they still do actually, but we used to go round there on a bonfire night, and I remember going round, and because this was in like the 90s or very early 2000s, and as you're driving, it was like a Wild West sort of like shootout going on everywhere you got with these kids with these Roman candles. Because I remember just my dad driving down, and you just used to see like fireworks in every direction coming over your car like that if you're driving. And they're just all there like some kind of like weird Harry Potter sort of, you know what I mean? It's just, bang, Expelliarmus and all that going on. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was. But it was. But like they don't do that now, do they? Because the thing is like, thankfully, I think,
Organised displays like that one in fucking
yeah.
Saturday
Well,
night.
everybody's been educated a lot more on fireworks. Like when we were younger, you didn't have the level of like media that we've got now. So obviously, you've got all your social media sides. You've even got podcasts, and you've got
Mm.
everything. Like
Blue Peter
it,
was dangerous as fuck when I was little because they used to tell you how to set your fireworks up and you had to put them in a tin fucking box.
Yeah.
yeah,
Used like Quality Street boxes and
You
that,
know
wasn't
what?
it?
And then about a week after they'd shown you how to fucking blow yourself up, basically, using a tin box, they'd then show you how to burn down your house and build the Advent candle for Christmas, the Advent crown. And then it'd be like two fucking. What was it for? It was four like coat hangers, metal
yeah.
coat hangers, and you stick candles on them. you know,
Yeah.
you did this on Blue Peter.
Yeah, we'll be having fireworks for Christmas and New Year soon, won't we? And that'll be another
Yeah.
reason for my mum to fucking moan. But yeah, I mean, I mean, it was terrible. Chester on Saturday, and obviously every city around the country is going to be exactly the same. So, like Charlie, it took him over an hour to get into Chester, like to meet us, and they were parking. We got in early, but the traffic was busy earlier, and they'd got was it Chester Racers that they'd got the firework display on over
Yeah,
there.
some race courses. There's a fair on there and all that,
And it
wasn't
must
there?
have been like nationwide. So that like I am an advocate for these big displays because imagine how many pensioners were trying to get to Tesco.
Yeah, yeah.
Payback,
Christmas.
bitches. Payback.
Do you remember the advert years ago with the hedgehogs about the firework code? I don't know why, it's
I
just come
vague
into my
memory
head.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking then about like when I said about like there's more like things now, resources to look at. Like you got obviously on Facebook though, it's like you say, Charlie, with this spotted stuff. It's the same with ours. Like all the time, all you do is you just read like they're not fireworks again near Shalon's Way, and you're like, yes, because it's bonfire night. Like it happens every year. It's not like it's just all of a sudden come about. I mean. Guy Fawkes was going to blow up the Houses of Parliament. That's what we're celebrating. The fact that this guy didn't blow up the Houses of Parliament, yeah?
You know
So I
what?
think nowadays, some people might think the opposite way, you know what I mean?
But do
So,
you know what? Some of these pricks who was going on about fireworks going on for weeks and weeks and weeks, I've got their fucking Christmas decorations up already.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I went to a house the other night. One of the ones I taught the teacher, I went there the other day. When did I go? Saturday, right? Yeah, full on Christmas trees up in corner, all the tent. I'm like, guys, it's literally just been bonfire night.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think Trowell Garden Centre near us, I don't think they ever take their Christmas tree down. You walk the dog and it seems to be up all the fucking time.
yeah,
I mean, I love Christmas, but come on. There
Yeah.
is
yeah,
we had a debate. My mate, I went and met the lads up in Ripley the other week, and we had a bit of a debate. My mate Greg turned up, and he was like, "Well, the first thing that he said that I found controversial was that he said Die Hard's not a Christmas film, which is utter bullshit. It absolutely is a
it
Christmas
is.
film, 1,000,000%." And then the second one he said was like, "Fairy Tale of New York is not a Christmas song."
It is. It's probably my least favourite, but yeah.
The
Oh, I
Power of
love
Love,
it.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
Is
but
that a
but
Christmas song? Is that a Christmas tune?
I wouldn't class it as one,
No.
but it
I don't
probably
know.
is.
I say
It
Fairy
was.
Tale of New York. I mean, I think that's a Christmas tune, but that's my favourite as well. You know,
Yeah,
that's
but it starts off, doesn't it? It was Christmas Eve,
Christmas
babe,
Eve. Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, it's not a Christmas film, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
Maybe he doesn't understand
Yeah.
Irish.
No, he's a prick, is what he is. I hope he watches this. I love Greg. Me and Greg have been friends since, like, literally we've known each other babies. Like, he lived across from my granddad,
I've,
and I love him. But I think when he gets something in his head, he's like, he's got a kind of, he's got a tism, I think, where it's literally like, I don't think Die Hard's a Christmas film, therefore it's not a Christmas film. He Googled it when we were out, and both of them, unequivocally, Google knows, yeah, they are Christmas. But he still, after that, he was like, no, they're not. So, but I do look.
maybe,
I mean, he's the bell end that in October, and I always share it because I do like upsetting people. But he'll be the one like it's fucking X amount of day. Like as soon as Christmas ends, he'll be the one who's putting the countdown to Christmas on
Oh, whatever,
all
yeah.
year. But then that's why it surprised me that like the most equivocal Christmas film ever, Die Hard, he denied it, and I think everybody can. I don't think there's anyone in the world apart from him who would say that song's Fairy Tale in New York's not a Christmas song.
It
Mad.
is a Christmas song, isn't it? Like, it definitely is a Christmas song.
I look forward
did
to
you see,
hearing it, guys. I look forward to hearing
Oh,
it.
okay.
did you see the
But
version?
I don't look forward to hearing it. If you're on more than an hour long journey in your car, I think you'll hear it 3 or 4 times in that like yeah, if I came to see you, Charlie, a couple of hours, I reckon I'd hear that song at least 3 times on one radio station. That's not right, is it? But
No,
we're getting
no.
grumpy, aren't we? I'm getting grumpy.
I
I'm
tell
getting
you what, I've not heard. Sorry, Charlie, I've not heard the Christmas song yet.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, Mariah Carey. I've not heard that one yet. I mean, where are we now? We're
All the wham wham,
mid-November, aren't we?
all the
the
wham wham.
So
it's the Whamageddon thing that they do, isn't it? So like Christmas doesn't start until you've heard Wham last Christmas.
yeah,
But
but no, I don't. I have a total different view on because obviously I teach on the Christmas songs because I normally start listening to them about mid-August because that's when a lot of kids want to like learn them to go and take them and do them at the the Christmas shows at school. So to me, I'm stuck with a torture a lot longer than a lot of other people are. You know what I mean in general. But they sort of just. I don't mind some of like there are some songs that I quite like. I like. Um, I love the Paul McCartney one. You know that
Yeah, yeah,
don't. What was that? Simply having a wonderful
yeah.
Christmas time or something.
That's the
That
one.
one, I like
Fuck
that
me, we're
one. I
never gonna
like.
get monetized for this, are we ever?
No,
Like we
you're
mentioned,
allowed to say.
Can you
You're
hear the
allowed to.
cavalry? The
just
cavalry.
not allowed to play it. Go on
Yeah.
then. So, snap question: best Christmas song. What's your favourite Christmas song?
Fairy Tale in New York, without a shadow of a doubt for me.
Fairy Tale of New York. Joe?
Um, that Paul McCartney one. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. It is. Um. Yeah.
See, my favourite one is "Stop the Cavalry." Jonah Louie.
That is
Bum
a
bum
good
bum
track.
bum
I
bum
forgot
bum
about
bum
that.
bum bum
I
bum
love good
bum
track.
bum 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 bum. Love it,
But I tell
love
you
it.
what I
But
do like actually on BBC Radio Derby.
oh shithole.
I've got to get the whole thing
What a
in there.
station that is. Chit.
Uh, when because when was
See the
it?
forest
They
mug.
normally do it like they had a whole evening dedicated to just like the really old hymns, sort of like Christmas carol. That's it, carols, isn't it? So you had like the Christmas carols,
Could you just
and
wait,
they
wait, wait
just
1 minute, mate? Don't mention too many of these because I ain't fucking giving monetization to church.
no, there's let's start from A and we'll get to Z. No, there's quite a few carols, and they just had the whole show playing these carols just throughout. And I thought to myself, do you know what? That's much more refreshing to me to hear that than your generic Christmas songs that you hear every day. You know what I
That's
mean?
that's literally going back to your guitar thing, though, isn't it? Because I bet you get like I don't
Yeah,
know,
it,
tens of people are going to come to you and go, "Can you teach me how to play Fairy Tale of New York?" But they're not going to go, "Can you teach me how to play We Three Kings of Orient are we?"
no,
You know what I
no.
mean?
Well, we could
You-
get the snowman. The snowman.
We're
Yeah,
walking in
That should have been my gig. That
the air. Yeah.
fucking hell.
but
That
but
should
you
have been
do
my
get
that should have been my gig. Alan
Whoa,
yeah.
Jones.
whoa, 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 whoa! We've got to hear this fucking story. You should have been Alan Jones.
No, I was like in the church choir then. I was really good, real good soprano at the time, and like I should have had that gig. Alan Jones should never done it, but he did, the fat cunt. Anyway,
Did you
but
know
Fat,
Alex Jones?
fat shaming
Sorry.
a child star.
I know, yeah, yeah. What do I mean? And but Alan Jones never actually sang it for the film. You know, that's not him. He
No.
just did it for
Yeah,
the
I know. I read about that the other
film.
year.
Yeah, yeah. So the
Yeah.
lad who did the original one for the film, Alan Jones even robbed it off him. The bastard.
Yeah.
Just a
Did you
quick
ever meet him?
disclaimer. Just a quick disclaimer for the podcast that any allegations or assumptions that we make on this podcast, we don't hold any legal obligation to. We're just chatting shit.
Yeah. Literally. No, I mean it's no. I mean the thing is, we've gone from Bonfire Night now straight into Christmas, haven't we?
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say. So here's a question to both of you: when do you normally put your Christmas decorations up in your house?
First weekend in December, normally,
Yeah.
or whatever's close to that, round about the first. But like as soon as New Year's out the way, mine come down straight away. I've had
Yeah.
it done by then.
We do the like 1st of December is when we aim for it. But my eldest daughter, who's 19, nearly 20, she asked in before November, can we put the Christmas tree up? And I think her boyfriend's family have got the Christmas tree up now. Like I saw a photo, like, and they've had it up a couple of
Going
weeks.
out then? Why should go have a word? Have a
He's
word.
also, I tell you what, mate, this is going to fucking upset you even more, mate. He's a Man U fan.
No, have a word. Have a word.
Have a word with him.
Have a
Yeah, he's a
word.
prick. He's all right. Looks like Harry Potter, so I'm not worried
Well,
about
that's the have a word.
STDs. Not worried
Well,
about any STDs, but he did give her Hogwarts, so.
tell you what, he certainly slither into your asshole, didn't
Hey! He's a little Snape in the grass.
he?
When do you put yours up? Joe? When do you put yours up? They're up.
I was going to say, what's your flags about, Charlie?
What?
Gay pride, isn't it?
The
Oh,
flags.
yeah. Oh no, it's. I'm sort of like this is the kids' room. If I scan around, look, I've got all sorts of toys and everything here.
I thought you'd like.
That's a time from when I was little. What am I? Yeah. We got all sorts of nukes. Got all sorts here. Yeah.
I thought you were making a new backdrop or something.
Bit Star Wars. I don't know who this guy is with the dodgy cuffs. Well, yeah.
No
But,
idea.
but
Had a
like,
bit of-
technically though, in like the 12 days of Christmas, it's meant to be Christmas Eve to the 6th, isn't it? That's like the
Yeah.
traditional.
You know
Like
what? My mum and dad, when I was little, my mum and dad would put the Christmas tree up on Christmas Eve. So we'd wake up on Christmas Day and the Christmas tree was up on Christmas Day, which was great.
Yeah.
And then it'd stay up. My birthday's like the 7th of January, so it'd be up until they'd leave it up an extra day for my birthday.
yeah.
And that was it. It was like up for 2 weeks, which was really good actually when I was little. But it's so sort of like marketed these days, as the kids want it up. You know, the kids want. So we go up like 1st of December.
We're not
Anyway,
allowed to do it any. We're not allowed to do it any earlier than like the 1st of December traditionally because it's Jane's birthday in November, and it's a
Yeah.
month. She has a fucking month-long birthday like that. Like the tickets for the comedy on Saturday were a birthday present, and the meal we went for and all. So she ends up getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds out of me because everything's my shout in November. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What? Go on, Joe. When do you put yours up?
Yeah, probably about the same. Like just after the first sort of bit of. I don't think we ever have ours up when it's the 1st of December because I still have an advent calendar, and I'm pretty
I do.
sure that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I don't open that up and there's Christmas decorations up then. But like I say, it's our Rob's birthday, my brother. It's his birthday on the 11th of December.
Mm.
So we always aim to have him up by then. I mean, I know he doesn't live here anymore, but like when our Rob lived here, well, him and Will. Sorry, Charlie, you don't know this. So basically, I rent this house from my dad. My dad now lives in Stapleford, and I've ended up with the old family home.
Nice.
So yeah, but Rob and Will still come back every year to decorate this house exactly like it's been for all of our lives. The only thing is, there's like every year there's something a little bit something else added. So it's like, well, wait until it gets to December and I'll show you. But it is unreal. We should. I said to Helen, I went, we should charge people. I says they would pay to come round this winter wonderland when it's all done. I says, and to be honest with you, I might get a little bit of money back on the electric bill. Because as soon as they do the countdown and they go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my electric meter, you know that smart meter thing? I thought it was wired into BP petrol garage the other day because like last year, because it does it and it starts going like when you're filling up your car. And I thought, how much electric is this going to cost? Because none of them are LED. They're all the old school lights, you know what I mean? And I just think to myself, it looks cool, but the cost, especially nowadays, is astronomical.
Yeah.
Maybe
Do
we
you
should
have,
have a Christmas special pod on location at Joe's.
that'd be cool,
Yeah,
wouldn't it? That would be good. Yeah.
yeah,
In
exactly. I
in
would
the
do
winter
that.
wonderland.
Yeah, I would do that.
We
Well,
can
to be
set
honest,
some fireworks off, couldn't we?
Yeah. And do
Mate,
the
can
local
you nip to
festival
Aldi?
in the
Can you
morning.
nip to can you nip to Aldi now? You're allowed back in, dude.
Yeah, I am. I am. I've been back here. I'm not a mark man. I'm not on the Aldi wall of faith.
I'll be honest, mate. The picture you sent me for the cover of the pod, I thought, fuck me, there's no wonder they don't let him in. It looks like a mugshot. But yeah. Did you
Well, I said,
do you do you have any weird? I mean, obviously, like the advent calendar. I have an advent calendar because I'm a chocoholic. I just love chocolates. I
Yeah,
always get like a Dairy Milk one or something like. I had a Reese's one last year. Then that was bloody marvelous.
yeah,
But yeah, do you? I take it you go for the chocolate ones.
yeah, obviously. I
Yeah.
mean,
Do you remember when? I mean, I don't know whether Joe, whether it might be a bit like whether it's just old person stuff, but like do you remember when you just had the advent calendars that you fucking open the door to and there's nothing there, just a picture of a
yeah, yeah,
star?
yeah.
What the fuck? You look back in time, don't you? And you think, what was the fucking point? What was the fucking point in that? And my parents, I remember, used to recycle that, so every year we had one that you opened. But they did
Yeah.
use we had. Did you ever have the chimneys with the boxes in?
No,
They were
Rob
dead
did.
good.
I
They
think
were.
Rob did. No, Rob used to have it was like a tapestry thing, and it used to have big pockets on it, and I remember him having that. But no, last year I had my favourite advent calendar. You know them oh, what are they? They're called like Skinny Dream or something. They're like, you know them little chocolate bars that you get. They're like health chocolate bar things.
Well, I don't know.
You know, oh, what are they called?
Well, the fact that they're called health
Oh, I know.
chocolate
Skinny.
bars.
I know what it's like. Got 99 calories in them or something. Skinny.
That's the ones, Charlie. Yeah, there.
You
The
get
fact
them in
that
an
they're
advent
called.
calendar, can you? You get them from home bargains, don't you, or somewhere?
Yeah. Well, Helen got me one. I think she'll try to tell me something, but she got me one.
That's like when you open your link set on Christmas Day and these
Yeah.
fucking bastards saying I
You know what?
stink.
You know what? Last Christmas, because my I thought you were going to ask about Christmas editions. My Christmas edition was always going out on
I
Boxing
was
Day.
going to ask that. Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah, I
going out
was
on
going to ask that.
Boxing Day and get absolutely twatted. That
Yeah.
was my Christmas edition. Then we had kids, and that was like pantomimes on Christmas Eve. It was followed by
Yeah.
a takeaway. But like
Yeah.
last year, like I was like, there's that much crap that comes off kids presents and kids toys. I had to jump on the bin to get them all in last year, and the neighbour had popped out. What's going on? I was just pushing down the old jumping on the bin so I can get it all in. And I said to him, fucking hell, I remember like a few years ago, you used to jump on the fucking other bin to get all the tinnies down.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
we've ever jumped on the bin.
Oh,
Yeah, we
well,
have to do that. We have to. I don't not so much jump on it, but we used to get Sophie and put her in the bin, and she'd like level it all down for us.
yeah.
But yeah, it's mad, isn't it? But yeah, Christmas traditions. That's what I was gonna kind of ask. Well, I don't even know if we have any now. I mean, mine always used to be. I am gonna go out for the first time in years on Christmas Eve this year, but as you know, I'm like not drunk for. Well, it'll be a couple of years in December. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to go out on Christmas Eve. Obviously, because my kids are now like nearly 18 and 20, just in the new year. So we like obviously you've got your stockings and all that kind of stuff. I guess we'll still do that. I don't know, but yeah, Christmas traditions. I mean, we're the absolute polar opposite of what your house is decorated like, and you'll know because you came last year. We have a little bit on the like mantelpiece. We have a Christmas
Yeah.
tree and then a few bits and bobs. We don't go batshit. But I remember my parents did. Like
Yeah.
we had garlands and onto the lights and all that shit. But yeah, Christmas tree. I usually have a cigar at Christmas. That's probably the only Christmas tradition that may see through. I have a cigar on Christmas Day and a cigar on New Year's Eve usually.
Yeah.
But
Look,
yeah,
my Christmas is totally different to both of you because literally I work Christmas Eve at the bar, and even before I was at this bar, I still did it like at others, or I gigged on Christmas Eve. So I've always like worked till stupid o'clock in the morning. and then obviously Rob and Will, they get up or come round now. Just they'll be here dead early in the morning. So all Christmas Day to me is just a day of rest. That's it's literally all it is, and I love the dinner. Don't get me wrong. I mean, when my mum was alive, it was unreal. I think we're close now. Me and Rob, we got it close. It's still not there, but it's very, very close. But
You're
yeah, I
never
mean,
gonna
obviously,
match that though, are you? It's never gonna
no,
be quite there, mate. And I
no,
guess that's a good thing because
yeah,
that way you remember, don't you, and stuff, which is
yeah.
nice, which is nice.
But I say this something somebody was asking me the other week. Actually, they said they went, if like you could just sit with your mum for an hour, Joe. I went, yeah. They says, what would you like? What would you ask? And I went, there's so many things, like, you know what I mean, that and I think, I mean, we're going a bit off the subject now,
It's
but we're
fine.
still not. But it's like, but I was saying, like, there's so many things that you think of, like, like all the recipes for a
Mm.
start. Oh, somebody's called. But
Sorry.
yeah, this.
Right.
That's all right. Don't worry.
There's loads of recipes that I'd love to have, like, asked her, like, you know what I mean, so many things like that, and just general other stuff that you think of in life that you forget all about, like, like what sort of like washing up liquid did you use, or just like I had to learn all of it because obviously it went from like the washer. I mean, I'm trying to get a new washing machine. But the thing is, I didn't even know. I mean, this is me. I didn't even know that you needed to put washing powder in it. I just thought that you just banged, the liquid stuff. I mean, the star crap I have. What is it like
You just,
conditioner?
you just
Yeah,
get one of
that.
the. We just get those fucking tab things that you just chuck in on top. Job done,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. I
Press
mean, well, there is
press
them as
play and happy
well.
days.
But I don't know what you do with them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And there's stuff like, and I just think to myself, there's so much like in housework that I've had to learn myself because I had absolutely no idea. Like it literally went overnight from well, I was with my ex, pretty
yeah.
much with her. So it's not like I'm not saying that I'm completely useless, but I came back from like living here with mum again while she was going through all the cancer battle, and overnight it just rocks your world because you just think the hardest bit for me was I didn't have anybody else at the time. Like Rob and Will had their girlfriends. They were girlfriends at the time. They weren't married then, and I just had nobody. And because I was here, I was just like, there's so many memories, there's so many things that are haunting me from it all, but
Yeah.
I have no idea how to live. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, I don't mean like I'm not on about like going down a dark route. I'm just on about literally just like how did she keep? What did she do with the cat? Like what did she do with? You know what I mean? Like there's all these things, and it's just insane how much your mum does for you, and you don't realize it. That's what I'm trying to get at. So when it comes to like the Christmas dinner, you know, like I've just said to you, I had to learn how to put an iron on, let
Mm.
alone cook a bloody Christmas dinner. You know what I mean? It was like that was like the next step.
Mm.
So traditionally, our Christmas has changed completely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So none of us really look for. To be honest with you, I think we grow out the present lot when I mean, we're all mid-30s now, so
Mm.
like that sort of like fizzled out when we were younger. But I tell you what though, if there's one thing that I wish that I could just have again, it's definitely Mum's Christmas dinner, and that would be if I could ever have it again. It'd just complete life. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just once again.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's not get morbid.
No,
It's
no, no,
Christmas.
no, 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 no. I mean,
I'm
I'm
more of a
like,
fucking waffle cook.
Your mum was an awful cook.
I've been cooking all the time. So I cook now. My wife can't cook; she burns water. So I cook. So I do all the cooking now. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so, but I like it. I enjoy it. I get pissed on Christmas Day cooking. In fact, was it
Yeah.
last year I was ill? I think it was last year I was ill and actually made a really nice Christmas dinner because I wasn't pissed. Because I
Yeah.
get up on Christmas Day and I do have a few Bucks Fizz, just the
Yeah. Yeah.
cheapo stuff from Aldi if they'll let me back in. And
The first
yeah,
thing I used to do when I was drinking, and we'll do it this year because Jane likes it, but we don't have milk in our tea or coffee on Christmas Day. It's Bailey's
oh,
coffee for me in the
that's
morning.
oh, that's
Love
hard.
it.
That's hard.
I've never drank on Christmas Day, even when I drank like full on. I never drank on Christmas Day.
I don't think
I
I've
think
ever been drunk on Christmas Day. I always
no.
used to drink on Christmas Day, but I mean, I've always been the cook on Christmas
Yeah.
Day here. I always do all the cooking, and it's a bit weird and wonderful as well because over the years we've had to cater for like when my wife's dad was alive, me and him would have like some form of meat, but he didn't like turkey, so every year it was something different. And then you've got vegetarians like Jane and the two girls are vegetarian, and then a mum who's vegan. Luckily, her mum doesn't come anymore because my mum and dad come, and I think they get on. It's not nothing like that. It's just it's a lot for. We ain't got a massive house. It's all right size, but it's not massive.
Yeah.
So it's like I just used to like so I'd be cooking all these weird and wonderful things, and yeah, literally it'd be like a bottle of beer would be open all the time. We'd probably have some Bucks Fizz in the morning, like you, Chaz. It'd be prosecco or champagne at lunch, and then it'd be a bottle of beer all day. But I can't actually ever. I remember being absolutely toxically drunk on Christmas Eve and Boxing Day, but never on Christmas Day. I
I
No.
think Christmas Day, because you drink all day, it doesn't affect you as much. When you drink all day, it doesn't affect you as much, does it? When you sort of
yeah.
like
No.
go out and drink, basically what you're going to drink on Christmas Day in a couple of hours, that's when it gets to you, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean just for obviously I don't know if we've mentioned it on here at all in the first episode, but like I've got a drinking problem, and so for the last couple of years I've packed up drinking, and I can quite honestly say to everyone out there, I've never been so fucking miserable. No, I'm only kidding. It's cool, but I do miss that, and that is probably like holidays, Christmas, anything that you like used to do that like when your life's been so surrounded by alcohol. That was
Yeah.
that was like the thing. The tradition was like it's another excuse to get wankered and stuff. And luckily, like my parents is both still touch wood still kicking about. But yeah, I can't imagine how that bit feels. But um, what bit is it? Just the whole Christmas dinner, or is it like did she like have special gravy, or like what's your favourite bit of your Christmas dinner, both of you?
Mine. My favourite bit. I know it sounds weird. My favourite bit is probably the stuffing.
Oh, I love stuffing.
And I really do love stuffing.
It's like back to back to Brokeback Mountain.
No, what I love the because when I do it right, if I get like, I don't think we normally have chicken here
Yeah.
for some obscure reason, not turkey.
It's
But
it's not that's not obscure in any way, shape, or form, mate. This may be a controversial statement,
yeah,
but chicken's nicer than turkey.
I
well,
found,
the thing is, it's
I found,
cheaper for a start.
Like you
Go on,
say,
Joe.
Chaz.
I found a local butcher and he prepares it. He bones it, so we get like a turkey crown. He bones it and he wraps it in bacon, and
Oh, nice.
it's spot on. It's gorgeous, it really is.
That
So
is nice. That.
it's really moist.
Moist. What a wonderful word.
I know,
I
yeah.
don't mind
Moist.
that word. I don't know why people get. I
Moist,
think that's an internet
moist,
thing.
moist.
You've got no problem with that word because unless you've pissed yourself, it doesn't really affect men, does it? It's women that don't like the word moist, and they don't like the word cunt, and they don't like that. It's not us that. This is one of these controversial things, isn't it, that you'd put in your prep, Charlie?
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
the bloke thing.
words that women don't like. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Minge and all that kind of stuff. It's because it's related down to that bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I was
stuffing.
like, I was
Charlie,
like,
what's your favourite bit?
sprouts. I love the sprouts. You actually love a good
You
sprout.
love sprouts.
And roast turkey.
I love sprouts, Charlie, as well. I think they're great.
I've just discovered frozen sprouts in since I've been let off me ban in Aldi.
Aldi, we have frozen. I've got frozen sprouts
sprouts
in,
in
mate.
Aldi. I had them last. I had them. I did the roast yesterday, roast lamb yesterday, and
Yeah.
I've been eating cold sprouts all day today. I love sprouts.
I do. It's like a fart in everyone, isn't it, as well? You
Um,
feel like that's going to be a really, if you get a big one, you think that's going to be a right good
and
fart, that is.
big ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
And
all the veg though. I mean, I don't think there's a
oh,
bit of
God.
the Christmas dinner that I wouldn't go like I'm not having that. I am like I like turkey. We grew up having turkey, but like over the years we've kind of gone. I think we'll go chicken this year because my mum prefers chicken to turkey.
Yeah.
But we've had pork, beef, the lot, gammon over the years, meat wise. But what about? And I think for me, I love the stuffing. I love the Brussels and the gravy. But what about the quintessential Christmas fucking pig in blanket?
See,
I don't know what's that.
Oh, I love them.
you know what? When you go to like a carvery and they say, "Do you want some pigs in blankets?" I look at them funny, going, "What the fuck are you going on about?" They're not like this big thing, are they?
They're
And you
brilliant.
know,
I love
Nah.
a pigs in blanket, mate.
Yeah, but where did it come from? Because you know, when I was a kid, you never used to hear of it.
no, no,
I never heard of it till literally about mid 2010s.
yeah,
So
Right? That's
one of your farmyard things, Charlie, was pig of the week. So I think we can give
yeah,
the pig in blanket the pig of the week award for this week. It's either
yeah.
that or pensioners getting in my way. So you we'll have a vote on
I
it.
have to say, we might have shot our load too early on this. I've got to say, what are we going to talk about now in the lead up to Christmas?
We'll all sorts of stuff, mate. Look, we've been on here an hour, so we're going to have to
yeah.
close it off quite soon. Yeah, it's been lovely catching up, and I hope that people, if anyone ever listens to this or watches it, if nobody ever does, by the way, this is therapy, isn't it? It's like we get
Oh yeah,
together once or twice a
Yeah.
week, we have a chat, and it's great. You know, loads of stuff like that we're going to start putting in place, like with different kind of subjects and like, so I suppose kind of features that we'll work on and get going. But there's also like a lot of other things that, you know, we're gonna touch on mental health, we're gonna touch on contentious issues, and you know, whatever people's views are, please, you know, we're working on getting a proper email together for the pod, and stuff. So you'll be able to email in or whatever. You can add us on socials. Mine are, I'm Chris Richmond on Facebook. I'm at Chris Rich Comedian on TikTok and Instagram. Lads, have you got socials to promote?
I have, but I don't know them off the top of my head.
Okay, that'll be one for Charlie's own work is get an email set up and figure out his social media. Joe, have you got yours?
I'm just at Joe Swain on Facebook, but I've also got my music school, so on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the whole lot at Swain Music Lessons. If you put that in, I'll come up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
cool.
so Funny Farm Pod is out. We've started it, and I can only say like we've had great fun so far. So this will keep continuing. We're all also self-employed for various different reasons and in very different genres. So we'll be talking about that and how we got into that and stuff, because there's a lot of people out there fed up in life, and a lot of that is to do with what they do for a living. Everyone I speak to,
Yeah,
you know, a lot of people fed up of working for someone or in corporate or in dead end jobs and shit like that. And we've managed to get out of that rat race. Um, we're none of us rich, but we're rich in the fact that we get to spend a lot of time with our families and loved ones because we're self-employed, and we get to do stuff that we love doing. So lots and lots of content and stuff going to be coming up moving forward. Again, we're about an hour and 13 again, lads. So
Yeah.
what's pig of the
Well,
week? What's pig of the week?
Pigs in blankets. It's got to be.
It's either pigs in blankets or mine pensioners getting in my way.
pigs in blankets, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
it's got to be.
outvoted. I'm outvoted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll end the pod there, but I hope this has made you all moist.
He's not going to be at Christmas, I can tell you.
See you next week, everyone. Take care.
See you later.